I am Ferdinand von Eyre. Only a fool challenges me. Unleash your fury. Yeah! Ha! Luck is always on my side. Keep up the momentum. Ever so grateful. The splendor of nobility. You're wide open.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Fire Emblem 0% Growth Iron Man playthrough, FE7, Hector Hard Mode. Yo, I totally bungled that. You're probably curious how I got into this spot. You know, looks kind of bad. And it kind of is. It kind of is. Let me explain to you guys what happened once I got this thing working. Here we go. Also, let me know if the audio is alright. Let me know if it's all balanced and fair. Yes, Stepwyvern. I'm stuck. Literally, right? Literally. We're stuck here for a second. Or rather, we're not actually stuck. We got ourselves stuck here in the first place on purpose. But how the fuck did we get to Jerme's chapter? And why is Marcus dead? And why is Ninian dead? And why is Guy dead? I'm sure that's roughly the order of importance of these units, right? Let me briefly recap the horridness that happened last chapter, alright? So, going to chapter 26 last stream, was looking fine. Chapter 26 isn't particularly hard, usually, but I had a couple things to accomplish that were my fault for getting that spot in the first place. One of them was I was low on 1-2 range weapons, and I realized that the shop where Vida camps has killer weapons and hand weapons, so I needed to get Hawkeye over there to buy some weapons, and that complicated the chapter a little bit, because it means Hawkeye couldn't be anywhere else. But thanks to some clever maneuvering and some help from chat, we did get Hawkeye all the way through that shop along with Heath, and they ended up being able to go there without having to fight Veda. It was all fine. In order to bait Veda away, I suicided Guy. I baited her to the left in that chapter, and that did get Guy killed, but I wanted that because I didn't want to go to this chapter. I did the math roughly on all my units, so my Hero Cresters and my Guiding Ringers. As you might know, if you have Hero Cresters at a higher XP count in Hector Hard Mode compared to Guiding Ring users, excluding Canas. So basically Dorcas, Raven, Guy, and Bartry's XP gained in Hector hard mode is an important detail compared to Lucius, Urk, Priscilla, and Sarah. Like, if you compare those two XP counts, whichever one is higher determines which chapter you go to. So, if the hero crests are higher, go to this chapter. Now, I went to the 26 with the hero cresters in the lead, so it meant I had to get some kills on my hero cresters, or I had to get some massive XP on my gang ringers. And everything that happened in 26 kind of contributed to it going the wrong way, right? So, first of all, the biggest mistake I made is just not killing off Raven. If I had done that, we wouldn't be here at all, because Raven in total has like 1,000 XP. He has like 10 levels. He's like 5 levels unpromoted, 5 levels promoted. And he was worth like by far the most. I should have just killed him off, period. It was not worth going to this chapter just to keep Raven alive. I wanted to keep him alive though, because I thought he might be helpful. I didn't know if I might have any good units die in the meanwhile, maybe in 26 or later on, where I was like, you know what, Raven, he only has 10 strength, but he's still fast, so you could still do some things, right? Also, I have kind of low on unit slots. Like 26 is not super hard, but I felt like if I deployed Guy and Dorcas and Barcha, all of which had like 200 XP under the belt, if I deployed them all, I probably wouldn't have enough to just play the chapter and win it reliably. It'd be kind of difficult. So I only deployed Guy in the end for the Veda bait. So yes, Guy died in Myrmidon, but Guy only had 200 XP. Barcha actually had 300, so I really should have killed him off instead of Guy, despite the memes. I wanted to keep Dorcas and Barcha alive because there were memes, but I realized too late that Barcha actually had like almost a level over Guy, so he should have died. And yeah, dead units really do not contribute, because I've killed Dorcas off before to avoid going here, and it ended up like that. So that went wrong. That went pretty wrong. And I had like a Devil Axe on Raven and everything, but I just decided not to kill him. I thought it was solid. I had grinded up Urk in that map. Like, he actually got quite a few levels, but he also got a couple of unfortunate misses that I think might have also contributed to missing out on going to Kenneth's chapter. I could have given him more, I think, if had been like really deliberate. But for example, turn 1, Raven crits a Brigand that went down to him. And that kill was going to be for Urk, and instead I just had to give it to Raven. Raven gained like 5 XP rather than Urk gaining like 30. And there were a couple more things like that where Urk just missed an enemy. So that happened, right? And also, there was a Brigand in the bottom right corner where Marcus was kind of camping, and on with Kanas and a couple other people trying to hold them off the Wyvern reinforcements. And there was one Brigand that just kind of stealthed up to Marcus, and it turned out he didn't just have like a steel axe or an iron axe or a hand axe like MV7 enemies normally do. That guy had a halberd, so he did like 20 damage to Marcus. But he was alive, right? He was fine. But then there was one other enemy that could reach him. One other enemy, a Javelin Wyvern. And he finished off Marcus. It was one Wyvern that just killed Marcus. And both of them were like roughly 30 hits. So Marcus died. That sucked. So now you know how Marcus and Guy died. Then I got to this chapter. And I opened this very room that we're in right now, like turn 2 or 3, thinking this is going to be a slow chapter, I might as well speed up a little bit. This room apparently contains a bunch of mages, so I just barriered Farina and just bungered in there, thinking, okay, I'm just going to put Farina basically where Hawkeye and Pent are standing right here, and I'll just enemy phase all the sages. And I was just moving my units like, okay, I don't care, I'm just going to move up, I'm so tired, oh my god, this chapter is so boring, I hate it. And my chat meanwhile was spamming like, that sage has a bolting. That sage has a bolting. That sage, Mekkah. That sage has a bolting. He has a bolting, Mekkah. Watch out. And I just moved all my units up, and then when I saw the chat say like, oh, Mekkah, that sage has a bolting, I was like, oh shit. Well, the only unit I have left to move is Kanas. Everyone else had moved. And both Ninian and Hector were both in range of that sage, and he just OHKOs Hector straight up. He could just OHKO Hector. He also OHKO'd Ninian. And Kanas could have rescued Ninian to save her, but then the sage would go for Hector. He wouldn't have had 100 hit probably, but it would have been like 90 plus, I think. So I decided I'm not rescuing Ninian, because I'd rather Ninian die than Hector, because one of them is a game over, the other one's not. And Ninian actually only faced 40 hit. I think she might have been in a forest. Sage bolting her, but you know, you could see the death counter. He hit her, so she died. And then I decided, you know, this chapter's going to take forever if I play it straight up and if I play it fair. So I decided to do the Stepwyvern I'm stuck strategy. What I did is I just kind of hold myself up in here. I was just planning to like kind of mow through the enemies on enemy phase. Another thing I wanted to do, you can see the enemy count right now is 50. That's the maximum number of enemies that can be on the screen at one time, or rather on the map at all times. So it counts the enemies that are in the hidden doors and everything. While the enemy cap is at 50, or rather while the enemies have reached the cap, which is 50, no more reinforcements can spawn. So we dodged, I think, like about 10 or maybe 5 at least enemies that could have spawned but didn't, which is good because it saves me weapon uses and chances to die and chances to fuck up. But when I got to this point, Once I'd ran out all the reinforcements, because this is like turn 20, there's no more reinforcements, I think. I decided, you know, I need to stop streaming. I'm tired. I'm just done. I'm just so tired. I need to stop. So I stopped. And today we're just gonna finish off this chapter. We're gonna try to get Harken, route the map, get the treasure, and just get out of here. And then we'll maybe take a brief look at Battle Before Dawn, see what we have to go through. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I can beat Battle Before Dawn with this team. Not in one try. Maybe we could really good RNG. We can. But I have no faith whatsoever. I'm gonna try my best, but I need to plan it out. If I don't have the ability to plan it out, it's gonna be an easy game over, and you won't want to watch me just fail to like do a chapter. Because a chapter with fog, especially, you just have to be so meticulous about where to move. I think if I had either Marcus or Nini in life, there might be a way. You probably need both for a reliable clear. But with Isadora dead and Marcus dead and Nini dead, there are so few options I have that I just want to make the most of everything I have. So I'm not gonna play Battle Before Dawn tonight. I will do that next time on Wednesday. So it might be a shorter stream than usual, but I will do my best to make this one fun. And after that, I'll direct you to an FE10 draft race that's going on, which is also going to be fun. Real quick note about the lo-fi music you just heard in the intro before I forget. We're working on a release of that, an official release, a really cool call to Lo-Fi Girl that we're working on. It's in the final stages. Everyone is actually waiting on me to finish editing the video for it, which I'm working on. But I'm really looking forward to it, and I really like how it's turning out. Lolo, who's in the chat right now, is also working on it, and she agrees that it's absolutely going to be spectacular. So I did a bit of planning on this chapter as well, like the plan going forward. We still have to get Harken. But I did notice last time, and I think everyone along with me, that Harken, I believe, is the first enemy to move, like, before everyone else. And I think that's just a general FE7 thing. I think named enemies generally move before anyone else. Like, you'll notice how bosses move first in FE7 final chapter, for example. And the same goes for Harken. He just moves first. So if I kill this Wyvern, he'll just come to me. The thing is, I don't want to do that because this Harken dude one-rounds Hawkeye. Even if he has no weapon equipped, I think he just gets one-routed. So we don't want to kill this Wyvern, but I do want to get rid of all the two-range enemies. And I've decided, you know, I could do one of two things, right? I can hand-nex this Falcon Knight with Hawkeye and start hand-nexing through everything. But I think it'd be more efficient if I just had Pent two-range the Nomads first through the wall and go from there. We'll just have Louise stand in the support range for a bit. This Wyvern will not move away. We'll just keep hitting Hawkeye for like 10 damage per turn. And we'll just keep Pent on the go here. We'll have to give him one of his tomes back. I'm definitely fine with doing that for sure. So I'll just have Pen take care of the Nomads because he doubles the Nomads, the regular ones, and he doesn't get one-routed by the bow guys. He's much better at like hitting them than Hawkeye is, so I think he'll be better off. And Harken will just stay stuck here for a while. Once we clear out the two-range enemies, things get much less complicated because only one enemy can attack us per turn ever. So we'll try to go for that. So why don't we start off with the Nomads on the left hand because they're unpromoted and the promoted ones can't reach there yet, so we'll just have a bit of a warm-up here. We do need to give Pent his Fire Tome, and I would like to give him one more weapon back, but then I get a counterattack in, so I guess I'll just give him the Fire for now. I know I have another Fire in Mernus, but Mernus is gone, so we actually don't have many options for Pent. Maybe we'll start off with the L-Fire. I'm not sure if he doubles with that, though. He's got 15 speed with that. That looks to be enough, because they have steel bows, so we're fine on that front. So let's move here with the good old L-Fire. Yeah, so we need to make sure he doesn't have any weapons. We might want to give him, like, something that... oh, we have another fire here on Rat. That's really good to know. Okay, I forgot about that. So we have that in store as well. Maybe we need to preserve the L-Fire a bit then, because it does give us an option that we otherwise don't have. I also have some Thunders in Convoy that I can use. Or it might be on Urk, but the point is we have them. Okay, let's see what we can make of this turn. Any longbows? I do have a longbow in either Wrath or Louise. I forgot which, but I do have one longbow available. Advanced Warrior, I did a very elaborate recap earlier of what we exactly went through. Animations are still off, I see, but I honestly don't mind for this section. But yeah, if you want to know exactly what happened, scroll back a little bit. I think you can do that on YouTube. Just watch back the whole recap thing. But the point is, we got here by choice, roughly. I mean, we didn't get to Jerme by choice, but we did get in this particular spot in Jerme by choice. Oh, snow. I don't actually want it to snow. I hope it doesn't snow forever. But it might just snow forever. In that case, we can't two-range everything here. Well, let's see if we can get rid of the snow real quick. Okay, Hawkeye, don't die here. Oh, yeah, you have a Javelin. Maybe it's better to two-range from here, actually. No, because I don't want this Wyvern to... Maybe want a bow user out. That would be fancy. I have to just have Wrath or Louise, just enemy face these guys. Unfortunately, Wrath does not double anything here. Actually, I think he gets doubled when if he drops Raven. Like, even if he drop his unit, I think it might get doubled by these guys. So they have steel bows, though. It doesn't get doubled. What Louise? She has 16 speed. She wouldn't get double, but if she crits, is like a minor chance she could die. Overflow the turn count. I think that's a Shadow Dragon thing, but I'm actually not sure. I think I kind of want to just. I'm gonna wait to see if the snow goes away. It might take a couple turns though. Hawkeye is not gonna die this turn, but I do need to keep an eye on his HP if it drops too low. He does dodge a lot. Are you winning? No, I'm in a terrible spot when it comes to like long term. But short term, sure. We could probably. I have the means to win this chapter. Let's put it that way. I'm gonna heal him. Yes, going for that high turn counts. Kenneth is C's, yes. And also it's just a much more fun map. Like Kenneth is one of the few FP7 maps that I think is like fun to play. I say that like I don't enjoy playing FP7, but the point is, I think it's a how do I explain this? It's a fun map to play. There's some nuance to it, some things. This is just a route map. It's just an awakening map basically. I kind of think I want him to have fire, right? Because he has 17 attack speed. And I mean, 17 doesn't particularly double these Nomad Troopers, which is the main thing we're worried about. We have 15. He does kill the Nomads in one hit with Hellfire, so I think for now it's better to have Hellfire. I love fire. Yeah, I mean, the thing about this... Oh, where are you going? Oh, goodbye. Also, Louise is not in range, I just realized. Whatever, this guy... Okay, we two-shot them with Hellfire. We don't with fire. That's good to know. I did notice that earlier, but I just completely forgot in the execution. Okay, I'm gonna move Louise in close so that we get a full hit bonus and everything. Because I think our support gets full hit. Goodbye. Get out of here. We'll leave animations off for now. Oh, we got S-rank anima. That's also really good to have. I think Hellfire gives 2 weapon XP, so that might have sped it up a little bit. I might want Knas to use Torch, but he already has D rank. I might want him to use Physic though at some point, so... If he reaches these C stats, I will not be unhappy. It means more XP, but the thing is, XP doesn't matter for me at this point. Everyone has been trained. The only thing more combat can give me is more weapon rank, but as you can see, that kind of goes swimmingly, especially on units where it matters the most. Oh, Advanced Warrior, I mean on enemy phase. I might have forgot to specify that, but on enemy phase, you cannot choose your dual strike partner. You just take whoever you have the highest support with. And since Louise joins her early, I think she has a more naturally higher support rank with units that see combat often, like Effie, for example, is where I have the main issue. If someone attacks Effie, Louise doesn't dual strike because Elise is next to her. Okay. There you go. But on player phase, absolutely, you could just pick someone else to dual strike with. It's funny because like last stream I was feeling really tired, and I was like the night before I got my second shot of the COVID vaccine, and now I've had my second shot and I feel much less tired, but that's because it's been a couple days already. Okay, so this guy is like almost out of javelin uses. He's actually in a spot where I can 2-range him, and the same goes for this one. I don't think I can convince him to go for Pent over Hawkeye, but maybe if there's no other options besides Pent, he will take a shot, as it were. So we'll go for here right now. I think we actually need Hellfire to 2-shot Telekinesis. I don't even know if we can do it. Conquest is player phase heavy, but I do think enemy phasing in Conquest is still a very important thing. That's actually one of the hardest things about Conquest, I think, is figuring out what to tackle on player phase, what to tackle on enemy phase, and how to like maximize your enemy phase, because the AI is very picky about what it wants to attack and what it just wants to not do, if you will. More picky than other games at the very least. Okay, go here. Yeah, there should be a longbow on Math, I'm pretty sure. Alright, Pent's already level 9, even though we've only had him for a chapter and a half. Okay, so there, it's snowing again. There's only a couple ranged enemies left. Like this Nomad Trooper, we're never baiting him anymore in the position he's in. And this Javelin guy is here, and that's really about it. Oh, this guy's double Reavers. This guy escaped from Kinship spawn, I think. And then this guy too, okay. Must be one more then. Okay, yeah, so they both have Reavers. This guy has an Axe Reaver, so basically a sword. And this guy's a Lance Reaver, which is basically an axe, I guess. That's kind of funny. Okay, so now... So we have two options to get Harken, right? One of them is kill this Wyvern, kill this Falco. Because that ain't Falco. And then recruit Harken. We have to use Hector to recruit Harken, though. So we have to drop him that turn. The alternative is to kill everything besides Harken. I think if we kill this Falco, then Harken will move into this spot. Then we recruit Harken, and we can just leave him in the choke point because he's never dying, probably. I say that. I should probably be more careful with the unit after what happened to Marcus. I don't know what's going to attack him first. I do want to preserve the Brave Sword if I can, so I might want to trade him something. But he can trade to himself from Hector, who I think is over here. Hector has like a 8-use hand axe we can give him, and that's about it. Do we have other axes? We have Hawkeye's axes. They're on pens right now. We can give him some of these nuts. I mean, Hark is not going to suffer from success here, probably. I don't think he even one-rounds Wyverns with the hand axe. Definitely not Wyvern Lords. Maybe not that. Maybe that one guy. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Halberd's a different story, right? But it's all my bad. All my bad. So, kill Wyvern with Canas next turn. And then kill Falco with Hawkeye. I'm not sure if he double Falcos. 5, weight down to 10. Doesn't double Falcos. We can take 2 shots, though. We can take multiple shots. We can try next turn. If we get the crit or something, then we can go in and recruit. And if we don't get the crit, then let's see. I can also drop units now because there's no more true range left that can really reach that part. That's the whole reason why we did the clearing out. So we should just drop our units now. We have more flexibility on healing and everything. We especially want to drop Hector because he needs to recruit Harken. Okay, so they're here, they're full HP. And then heal Hawkeye again. There you go. Oh, you mean like foot units not being weak to anything, Robert? That's actually like one of the major pluses of like Robin and Awakening, especially I think, of the Tactician class is just not being weak to anything. I feel like if you're playing Awakening Iron Man, you just keep Robin a Tactician, you can never lose it. Just pair Crom up with Robin, LOL. I think you're gonna do after 0% growth. You mean next Saturday? I don't know, I might do some chill streams. I like to do this between Iron Mans. I play some Grand Theft Auto because I've been playing Vice City a lot lately. Good old GTA Vice City. Maybe try to stream that. I could play some Pokemon Unite, but I don't get the sense that my like whoever watches me doesn't like watching that very much because the video I did on it got very low views, especially for like a new game. It got awful views. And I get it because I'm not very fond of gacha games to begin with. I'm not fond of like Pokemon Unite anyway, in that sense, but it is fun to play. Yeah, I can definitely do something like that. I'm just trying to think like I can hit and run, but the thing is like, so I don't want to do the thing where Hawkeye kills an enemy and then I stop, right? Oh, I could do that. I could see what you're going for with that. I could kill just this guy and then trade it away and repeat until all the enemies are dead, but I don't have enough hand axes to do that. Like, if I do that, I'm gonna run out of hand axes eventually. I think I'd rather recruit Harken, have him do the work, because Harken doubles these enemies, and he actually has more strength than Hawkeye as well, so anything that Hawkeye does in 2-shot, Harken will probably 2-shot. Yeah, see, I can also just play like a randomizer or something. Like, just do something else, you know, for a second. Just take a bit of a break from tense-ass Iron Mans, that butt-clenching, tensing Iron Mans. That's why I like doing like the draft race streams and everything for a bit. Who do you have again? Legault. I don't really need Legault out right now. I also have Raven's Hand Axe. I think what I'll do is like, get Raven's Hand Axe on Hector for a start, because it has a lot of uses on it. Project Emerald is another thing I could just play, yeah. Xenoblade, maybe Xenoblade, maybe not. Xenoblade is weird. I think it's worth to try and see if Hawkeye gets a hand axe crit on his Falcon Knight, because that changes everything. And then we need Hector to be ready to recruit if we do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not sure if the snow is gonna stop Hector from going where he needed to be. I should put him like where you are basically. That's right there. And I will trade and get a hand axe to Hawkeye. For next turn. So probably just do that now. So like go here, trade this hand axe around. You don't need this right now. Get the hand axe over to Canas. Not yet. Calm down. Okay, so the plan is next turn. Trade hand axe. Hawkeye trades the hand axe to himself from Canas. Tries to crit the Falco. If he fails to crit, fine, we just take another turn. We repeat that until the Falco is dead. Once the Falco dies, we kill the Wyvern with Canas. Hector swoops in, recruits Harken. And actually from there, it's kind of tricky because Hector needs to be rescued out of there. But we 2-range both of these enemies, so this square will be free for Heath to just pick up Hector again. And we could just put Harken where the Wyvern is. Yeah, that should work. Harken goes where the Wyvern is and just chills. We could honestly disarm Harken for a turn and then go from there, but I think he'll be okay. And famous last words, I know. Don't rescue. Let's try that. Gamer Moment donated $5 in a really small donation message by your elaborate gaming. Harken's one of the coolest Fire Emblem names hands down. Give us the cool name tier list that we've wanted for years, gamer. Also, Xenoblade Chronicles kinda is Kino, bro. You should try it out. I know what Kino is, but it sounds slang for something good, because I don't know, I don't speak gamer slang all that well. I only know the very basics. Thank you though. Appreciation.
I live.
Andrew donated 10. You better recruit Corel. Oh, you were serious? Ah. I drafted him that one time. What more do you want from me? Pence should probably have all his weapons back soon. Do we arrange that right now? No, of course not. Let's just choke instead. Okay, let's see if Harken will crit this Falcon. He did. Okay, so we just do our plan right now. Yeah, so the spot where the Wyvern is will be free because Canas just kills this guy. Stepwyvern has been ridden. Okay, so you go here. Heath doesn't go in the snow, so you can go 1, 2, 3, and just go back wherever he wants. So grab Harken. You. It can't be. Harken, the best unit in the game. Okay, rescue Harter very carefully out of there. Let's go here. And now we have Harken with the best stats that Mario could possibly want. Like, even if Marcus was alive, Harken would just like surpass him right now. Honestly, I think that when we got Hawkeye, Marcus got eclipsed already, but now he's been like completely blasted from relevance, combat-wise. Like, Jesus Christ. Harken is so strong. He nearly joins with cap strength. I think he can actually have 24 strength, which is insane. Andrew has donated 10. I want you to reset the chapter on Iron Man to get Corel. It ain't happening, bro. I'm sorry. It ain't happening. We should trade the Brave Sword to Harken, or to Hawkeye, get the hand axe instead. And then what will happen is he will kill things with hand axe until it breaks, and then we'll go from there. There's no way he can suffer from success this way. I just want it to be safe, okay? And we can kill this Wyvern Lord, who probably does the most damage to him out of all the enemies here. Yeah, this feels like the safest option right now. And then next turn we just give him another hand axe and just kind of, you know, use our Harken without him dying. I kind of look forward to a unit not dying, personally. At some point, a ranged enemy will go here, attack Hawkeye, but it will be after the one range enemies. He might get axe revert, but like Harken's bulk is also good, like 16 bulk, 16 defense. I mean, in fact, he has like slightly worse. Like if you give him a robe, he has the same bulk as Hawkeye. That's just how strong he is. Like he has more than double Raven's defense, and also like 10 more HP. It's stupid. Okay, let's do animations on. Let's watch Harken kill some dudes. Who's gonna tell Harken to Mekkah kill his wife? Don't tell Harken, please. He'll leave my army. I don't have a robe, unfortunately. I gave my robe to Marcus. Let's go, Harken. Unfortunately, like, Hero... Harken, I'm told he has, like, a special animation, but I never really see it. Like, is it supposed to be different from Raven and Friends? Because I know Raven has a custom one. I guess his shield looks a little different from most heroes. You saw left 40 in the corner and it made me want to cry. What? Left 40? I don't know what you're talking about. Please elaborate, Karma. You're the person who knows most about suffering. Also, we just keep getting hit by these low hits? Okay. Straight another 10. Harken is F tier unit. Lore is worse than his counterpart. LOL. Okay. One thing I did forget to mention at the start is please only donate if you can afford it, of course. And also, I know you're doing this because you like seeing your messages on screen, and that's completely fine. Just keep doing whatever you're doing. But if you donate in like multiple messages, I get less of it percentage-wise compared to just donating one big whoop. It's fine either way because, I mean, donations are donations, right? It doesn't really matter. But I'm just saying it for people who want to know that kind of stuff. And that, like, if you want to like min-max your support from me, that's not the way to go. But again, I'm super grateful for anything you can give me. I don't care about losing a couple cents here and there if it makes you feel better about doing it. Okay, so now we just kind of model. There's like 4 enemies. Like, what are they going to do to Harken? Let's give him another hand axe and let him go to town again. We should keep some hand axes around. Let's see how many I actually have. I don't have that many. Let's give us some weapons back. You trade it with Lugalt, I'm pretty sure about that one. We need a lockpick. There you go. Door key. Let's make sure we don't lose the gold. I spent like all my money last chapter, by the way. Speaking of money, let's give Pent this fire tome. We need to give the weapons back to Wrath. Make us feel the wrath. Feel the wrath. Wait, you don't have? Oh, it's Pent who has them. Right. Okay, here it goes. So Axe, Sword Reaver, Brave Axe, Fire Tome. Perfect. Nothing wrong with that inventory, not at all. Nope. Perfect. Okay, so use Killer Axe, I guess now. That's fine. I will just use the killer axe for now. Whatever gets the job done, right? Goodbye. Harken is stupid, yeah. The thing about Harken though is like he alone cannot save Battle Before Dawn because you not only need to have good combat for that, but you also need one to range. And oh right, that's a run. He has one to range. That's not the problem. The problem with Harken is of course 6 move, and we get boots, but we get it in that chapter. Okay, let's just watch Harken wrap up a couple more dudes. Harken go burr. Can we stop getting hit though? Now I'm actually getting scared of him dying here. There should be no way. There's no way he can die here, right? But watch him die anyway, just to spite me. Harken versus Veda. I mean, in Veda's like initial chapter, like he's dead. Right here, he might also be dead as he keeps getting hit like this. Is he just gonna suffer from success here? Don't crit, don't crit. Good. Now he should be fine. What the fuck, dude? He's too strong. He almost suffered. I'm just so busy talking to chat, I couldn't help myself. I think that guy could have killed him if he got hit again. God damn it. Kind of awkward. Let me see if he could have died, right? So this guy did 11, I think. Very carefully checking. This guy did 11 by himself. He has 25 plus 2 from Weapon Triangle. This guy is 29. So yeah, if he got hit by this 100 hit afterwards, like 52 hit, yeah, he would have died. So let's try not to choke this, alright? Let's not throw away a perfectly good unit. Yeah, he actually helped me miss. He suffered from not being successful. Okay, so let's chill out with Harken for a bit. Let's just mend him. Let's give him a sword. Do we have a sword? We have a sword. I have an iron sword right here. I can use... Let's use Wrath iron sword. There you go. You don't need it anyway. Heal him up now. Yeah, that wyvern was gonna kill him, I think. Hawkeye had a sword? Well, shucks. I wanted the Cantor to give it to him so that I can mend him. That was a conscious decision. Okay, so now we kill this guy. A double axe Harken. I can still do it because Raven has the double axe, but yeah, no, it ain't happening. We should probably try to get S-rank axes, but I think it'll reach that naturally. Well, maybe not this chapter though. There's only 33 enemies left. Like, we just killed 2 enemies here. We'll have 31 left within these rooms. Well, I guess on the outside, but I guess those are givens. Let's kill the wyvern before he does any more damage to us. Whoa, wyvern lord's kind of strong, dude. Louise, take care of this problem real quick. Very good, girl. Damn, Louise is not killing here. Oh, never mind, she is. S-rank bonus is just 5 crit and 5 hit. Yeah, I forgot. Farna's like not that good, honestly. I'm kind of coming back to how good she is. Raven, deserve your... like, earn your stay here, please. Freaking Raven. Louise these nuts. I don't even know what that's supposed to be, but it just made me laugh. Alright, let's feed to kill the Farna. Whatever it's worth. He'll win if you scroll back a little bit. I don't know how far you can go back on YouTube, but I gave a very elaborate recap this time that you could also listen to, but chat will also help you out. The summary is I fucked up, though. That's a short story. Okay, so before we're opening any more doors, we're going to be very careful about those and just put everyone in position to take care of that. I'm pretty sure this room, like, next does not have a bolting in it, though. Pretty sure the map is only 1 bolting. Okay, Stepbrothers, we got out. Victory to Stepbrothers all around the world. That's 1 Cavalier. I'm pretty sure Heath will not die to a single Cavalier, so we can expose him at least. I know that Hector is like our game over condition, but I think Pent and Louise will be able to handle it after Heath weakens him. No one needs healing particularly, so we'll just trudge about the map, opening doors one at a time, and that will be the stream. That will be the stream. We'll probably try to get Harken's axe rank up, but I don't think we'll be able to make it with the weapons we have on us right now. And Myrna's died. So actually, if we don't have enough weapons to kill everything, we're just kind of stuck here. Truly stuck. Top building is Luna Druids. Thanks, Mac. Here's the step bro I could ever ask for. Oh, he doubled something. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know about the Luna Druids, but it's good to have a reminder as always. I think they're near the left entrance. I can probably utilize longbows to get rid of them. Luis has 1. That's the only one I got right now, but that should be enough. I could just trade it around. Like, longbow's the easiest weapon in the game to trade around, right? Let's get Step Hector a kill. Let's get some more Geats points. It's not too late for Geats points, is it? Is it too late to get the good side of the route split, guys? I'm pretty sure this room... Is this the one that only has chests? I think so. I believe so. I think we'll rate this one first. I'll get everyone ready just in case, but I'm pretty sure this one literally only has that. Andrew donated 10. You're at least getting Carla though, right? Slash troll. Is it a troll if you want to see you struggle to get it? So the thing is, I just don't have room to deploy Bartra. I'm all for meme kills and everything. I've tried my best. Like, I even raised Bartra, and it's part of what got me to here in the first place. It's just so hard. Which is probably why stepbrother or stepsister got stuck in the first place, because it's so hard. Come here. Only has chest. Okay, we're getting that one. We're getting the break room. I need to range here. Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's open it. Okay, we can always like run away very scared. We have like plenty of lockpick uses at least. I'm glad about that. I also got a door key somewhere. Okay, I'm sure these guys move in a group, but let's see if they don't at least. Heath is not full health, so let's just use him for one. See how they react to my special technique of not being rambunctious at all, I guess is what we'll call it. Alright, let's bait a single cavalier. Here comes. They have a kill lance drop. There might have been a kill lance in there, but I don't think they have a drop. Because I'm pretty sure you just don't get any kill lances in FE7 unless you get the shop or Farna. The Farna is like the most expensive kill lance ever. More expensive than buying in the shop. Bolting! That's good to have on Pent actually. I'm gonna trade it to him right now instead of this iron sword. Just get that to me next turn, I guess. I will... See, we need S rank. We probably want S rank on Heath. We also want S rank on Harken. Where you at? Harken needs like a generic axe of some kind. Hector has a couple hand axes, but those are not as generic as I would like. Do I have an iron axe in here somewhere? I guess I just didn't bring any iron axes. Unfortunate. I wasn't counting on losing Mortis, to be fair. I guess we'll just have to use our expensive axes and our hand axes, which were kind of expensive in a way, because they cost us Marcus's life when you think about it. Well, I guess hand axes it is for now. Step Harken. Get the kill. What a juicy weapon rank. The other guys didn't move. I expected it to be group AI, where they all move when you bait one. This makes it easier. There's a Steel Lance guy. He's already in range, so we just get him with Harken. We could even trade the killer axe to the top and make it quicker, which I think I'm in favor of. Not because the, like... I just want to expand as few weapon uses as possible, because the one thing I'm afraid of for this chapter is running out of weapons that I want to use, or being forced to use something that I don't want to use. Yeah, Bartra can live against Carla. You just have to be... exactly right inventory, because if you have an axe, Carla will do one more damage, and that's enough to kill Bartra. I don't know if that was intentional, but if it was, that's genius on their end. But like, let's say you couldn't survive somehow. Like, let's say I don't have any bows. That'd be funny if you had to like turn one, trade a bow to him somehow in order to get Carla. But let's say you just don't have any bows for that chapter. You'd have a rig and miss, which you can't do in Iron Man, I guess. Hey, Dorky. I also need to be careful not to discard things. So if the gold is a full inventory, you need to make sure that he gets it traded away. White gem, ooh, that's more money. I didn't know we were getting a second white gem here. That's nice to know. 3 steel weapons. Let's just go in now. Longsword. Looks like they fixed this guy's horse lair. This horse's lair. Alright, hand axes, let's go. Okay, so I guess while we're here, we'll just save the Druid room for last, I guess. Let's take out that guy. I think if we can avoid using a hand axe, we probably should, and just strip out this guy, for example. With Wrath. I guess maybe we want to do the upper left room first, because if like Wrath dies somehow, for example, with the longbow, I'm gonna be stuck against the Druid without the thing, so maybe going top left is better. Why did you not promote Eliwood? I promoted Lynn because it would get her out of getting one kill by some of the wyverns. She gets a bunch of bulk on promotion, funnily enough. No speed, just a bunch of bulk. Eliwood would have been nice, but the thing about Eliwood is, sure, it gives me a 7-move unit instead of a 5-move unit. But I don't have room to deploy on chapters when the movement matters the most, like Battle Before Dawn. Like, I just don't have the deployment space for him anyway. And then for Sands of Time, I will have another... what's it called? Another Heaven Seal to promote him anyway. So I'm not worried about him not promoting in time for any important chapters, because the second heavy seal comes before it matters. Yeah, Pendant and Harken carry very hard, but I have to be careful, because you saw, like, I had Harken for like 1 turn and he already almost died. So, it's not a given. Lyn does get 6 move, but Ellie would get 7. And like Lyn's movement didn't really matter as much. It was nice to be able to move her ahead of the pack sometimes, but that was really all about it. It was really more about preserving. I'll just use my Iron Sword here. I think I'll reach S rank whenever it matters, so I'll just use Iron here. I think we'll go for the upper left room, just to make sure that we get it. I also still have a Brave Axe I can use to Brave Axe 1 Druid. If I recall correctly, it's like 2 Druids to entrance, and then 1 around here. But I think these ones are the ones with Luna. I also noticed like 2 Shamans. 2 Shaman. So yeah, we'll go for the upper left one next, because I'd rather risk that when I have all these units available instead of risking a death with someone. I mean, Hector can stay here, I guess, since we're not really needing him for anything. If we're risking someone's Raven just to punish him for what happened, we'll just kill like the last enemies outside, which might stop enemies from enemy phase from happening. Lyn does have Garbage Colonnade, but it doesn't really matter. Like, we don't need her. Yeah, so do they all have Luna? I thought there was one with like Nosferatu or something, like Nosferatu Eclipse or something. Just a long sword. He might break a sword now. Nope, did not. Here you go. That's fine. That's cleaned up. We need to kill these monks at the bottom though. And then there will be no more enemies outside, which might stop enemy phase from screen from happening, which I'm so curious about. I'm gonna try it. Like Wrath is fine anyway with the short bow. We're not just using this for comedy purposes. It also gives him more weapon rank. And then we'll have him move his way up top where the druids are. I think what we'll do is we'll rescue Lug all the way when it happens. I'm pretty sure I know roughly how that room is. What the enemy layout is inside that room, so I'm not super worried about getting surprised here. I guess Hector can be potentially useful for a rescue drop somewhere. I really don't want him anywhere near these druids. But I think what will happen is we'll kill one with like Brave Axe and another one with Longbow strats. And then throw everything else we got that we want to. If we miss a hit or something. Brave Axe is a bit scary because it can miss. Maybe you should use it with Harken because he has more skill, so he doesn't miss like Hawkeye could. Shortbow does have crit, yes. We can also get crit with Wrath. I'm not sure if that's a concern here. It is not. So I'll just get this guy and we'll see if we skip enemy phase that way for that thing. Yes, Violet. It was very painful. It was not fun, but it did happen. And I can't do anything about it anymore. Okay, I'm just gonna... Yay! We saved the frames now. Now we can get Wrath over here very quick. No more enemy phase. So apparently you can skip enemy phase as long as there's no enemies on the map. It doesn't matter if they're like... They're somewhere, but they're not being rendered. If you miss, you never do damage. This is true, unless your opponent has a Devil Axe. I think that's the only way you do damage. I guess poison, if you count that. Other than that, I think your nitpicky comment might be correct. Let's see, so you have the Brave Axe, but I think we'll give it to Harken before we open the door. So that way we can maybe Brave Axe both druids. Also, we should have Pent in range of Louise when Louise longbows something. Another important detail, I think, that I don't want to miss. Brave Axe to Harken. Also just Harken. Oh, I can have the Brave Sword on him. That also works, actually. And we can have 2 Brave Swords without anything. We also Brave Sword Raven for an easy kill on a Druid. But I really want to get that rank on Harken. I guess the Brave Sword is a little less valuable. But, nah, it doesn't really matter. We should probably hammer it. Do I have to hammer it on me right now, or did it just not bring it? I could swear I like brought it somewhere, but I don't know where I put it. It's on Sarah, maybe? I got it last chapter. I know for 100% sure I got it. I don't remember where I put it. Brave Sword probably better anyway on Harken. We'll just give it to Harken for now. Again, not in a super big hurry to get S-rank axes on him. I know he'll get it eventually. Dude, this logic is too big brain for me. Okay, only Louise has a short bow. Okay. Pent is in a fine position to get rid of these dudes. So I think there's like 2 shamans out here. That will be annoying. But we can probably kill them with Heath, Farna. I know Farna doesn't double shamans always, but Raven will. No weapon growth? That is interesting, but it probably just gets, like, almost no matter what modifications you make to this game, the same units like Oswin end up being overpowered. I'm gonna heal Hawkeye and then go in. I don't feel good with him below max HP for some reason. I guess because he has so much of it. Okay, let's open the room and see what we're working with. I think we have everything in place we need to. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. And then this guy only has Nosferatu, so we don't care about him yet. He has like somewhat high magic, but as long as we're not at like no HP, we're fine. So to kill these, I wonder if you can do the job, right? Oh, she actually doubles these. That's nice. She didn't double a shaman before. I was very upset with that. Maybe it was with the javelin. Well, these guys are on pillars. That's a pretty mean move. But I'm pretty sure Harken can get to them and just, you know, do enough damage. So, so maybe Raven kills one because they don't do any crit or anything. Bye. He's in the back, yeah, for optimal, but in this case, I literally only have to kill 2 enemies to be fine, and have like multiple ways to do that. And like Farna's not gonna fight these shamans, so or not these druids, so I can just use her. Oz-Luz. I mean, Osman isn't here. He also wasn't deployed last map, but I can assure you, Oz is not Oz-Luz. Here you go. And like one of the reasons the units in FE7 that are good are so good is their weapon ranks. Okay, so Harken goes for this guy. That's enough hit for me personally. We can even like try to make it even better with a longbow hit. We do want to move Penton in, I guess. We don't. Oh, we don't have the bolting on him yet. We could get a bolting now, but I think we might eat bolting for Battle Before Dawn. Unfortunate as it is. I don't move him in without doing anything. I just give the hit bonus to Louise. Yeah, there you go, 80 hits. So we just hit this guy twice. There you go, Louise. Hey, look. I think Louise also has enough crit avoid these not get crit by Luna, or almost never get crit. So that's nice as well. Well, it promotes only the units that promote quickly, like, you know, Oswin, Wrath. It works. Okay, that makes things easier. If we trade to Wrath from here, I think we can also longbow that guy. Unfortunately, Wrath is much worse with the longbow. Much worse. So now Wrath is actually in danger. We have to kind of just Brave Sword this guy. Or Brave Axe, but this should be worse hit. It's 8% chance to get crit. 70 chance to hit twice. Or 89, yeah, and the Hawkeye's hit is much better. There's no safe way of going about this. I don't have an Iron Rune or anything. I just have to go in with Harken. Hope for the best. Harken, come on. Harken, please. I know it seems silly to worry about this, but like, it's Luna against my best unit. Got him. Nice work, Harken. Good job. He did it. Okay, this Druid will probably move towards me now, but I don't think it'll be an issue. I might move for Sarah if he's like really gutsy. Nope, he's going for me here. So it's just the same recipe probably. Just do this so he can't drain my HP. Look, 89 is better than 70. I don't recall ever saying otherwise. Yeah, like technically risking Hawkeye might have been better there, but Harken at the better odds of not fucking up at all, which I like better. Yeah, it's really high, but we did miss. I think we missed a 98 displayed last chapter or something. We did miss like a really big one. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was very stupid. It might have been more like a 90. I said Hawkeye better hit? Well, you know what I mean. I just said Hawkeye better hit because the Hawkeye plus skill. That's probably why. Okay, so there's one chest here actually I want to get. Let's just give like a couple things to Hector so that he has his hands free again. Get that chest, and then probably logical to take out Jerme room next. It only has, if I recall, it has like a bunch of Lance Reaver Myrmidons and then Jerme himself with a light brand. So we might want to like barrier Harken and then go in with an axe on Harken and then use Harken to kill enemies and then do the FE7 thing where we use Harken to kill enemies. Pick up, move the adults, just end turn quickly. Open chests, get a free talisman. Oh, that's a stat booster actually. I'm not gonna give it out yet because I will probably end up giving it to Harken. This is the most work, but like, what if there's a strategy in Battle Before Dawn that gets me to Zephiel before he can potentially die, but it requires an 8-move unit to move through unimpeded and undead, like alive? Then I would like that unit to get the talisman. It will probably go on Harken, but it's something I can just assign. Like, I don't think it will make a big difference for this room unless I fuck up horribly, in which case I deserve to lose anyway. Okay, so remember which hero is Harken. That's going to be important for this one. Again, I kind of wish I brought different axes. Not necessarily less axes or more axes, just different ones. Specifically an iron one with full uses for Harken. Something I definitely overlooked and should have planned around better. I am pretty sure that this room has Myrmidons. What we can also do is do a choke point here instead of here, but if we do it here, it's fine too. I know Jerme's not much of a threat anyway. Harken actually has a Dorky handy. I want to keep my Dorky though, so I'm just gonna equip the Killer Axe, I think, and barrier him. That should be it. We can also like equip a different weapon if we find out that the rounds in fact do not have Lance Reavers, but that's what I remember being true. But if they don't, then we can just give him, I guess, Raven's Steel Sword would be the best weapon to give to him. Might as well just do that now then. 2 Myrmidons with Jerme. I'm pretty sure it's like 6 Myrmidons. 2 might be a normal mode thing. I'll just use this. And just that Killer Axe, that should be fine. Regalts. We'll just barrier. Only doing barrier because Jerme has a light brand, so we can just ignore him. Jermedon? Myrmidons and Jerme. Okay, well let's see what's inside. Oh, Jerme's all the way at the back with the light brand, 19 speed, so that's nothing. And yeah, these do all have Lance Reavers. But we know Jerme will move first, but he'll attack on range. How much attack do you have again? 27. That's a joke to Harken. I know he technically has Assassinate, but it's like 5%. If I have no luck, and I have 12 luck, so it should be okay. So we'll make sure that the gold is out first, so we'll rescue him out for a second. Barrier on Harken. Yeah, 19 speed, and I think he gets weight down too. It's not as slow as he is in the final chapter with the rune sword, but it's still pretty objectively terrible. So if we use the hand axe, then we counter Jerme. Oh, we Oko him too with this hand axe. I want to give him the old one then, the 2-use one first. So we break that first. We don't need the steel sword. We just need the hand axe. Just break the stupid 2-use hand axe, and just go on Jerme. It's like, how much does Jerme do to me right now? 27. Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing, bro. Take him out. Yeah, I also can't silence at range. I think Jerme's weapons were designed like to make sure you don't get cheesed by silencer. I mean, I'm pretty sure Light Brand can crit. I've had my Oswin killed by Lloyd before with his Light Brand, so I know it can proc, but it's obviously really rare. And with Jerme, they made sure it's like very rare because like enemies with 1-2 range are usually inclined to attack at 2 range, so it makes it even less likely you ever see silencer. But if you do like me, probably happens that way. Oh, we can get support. Oh no, I'm gonna get chopped up by whatever this is. I mean, I did buy a bunch of hand axes, thankfully, but I don't have many on me. But we only have the bottom room remaining. It doesn't have that many enemies. I'm gonna rescue Harken after this turn to preserve his barrier. Yeah, no Isidore Harken support, but I did get a support between Hawkeye and Pent apparently because I ended turn so many times. I should probably activate it here so they can build the B support for Battle Before Dawn. That might actually be the play to make it more reliable. I should build all the supports I can before I end the chapter. What are supports I can build besides that? I mean, Louise Hawkeye, obviously. I know Marcus is gone, so maybe some people's free up with that. Rat support anyone here? Rat supports like Guy, who's dead, and then Lynn, who's not here, so that's not an option. Harken supports like no one here. I think like Hector is like the person who recruited him because no one else here. I think Farna has a support with Harken actually. Yes, mini pitfall. Remember to activate supports. I will try not to seize before then, yes. Luis is probably surprisingly good against Jerme just because of all this, but I think I'll just keep hand-axing him. Which means we probably can't pick him up. Maybe we can go for a kill this turn. But it's a little dicey with all this shit going on. Rather not do anything stupid here. Like risk the run. Like, this is so dicey. Sword Reaver, I'm curious. That actually doesn't do all that badly. It's literally just about preserving barrier, which is stupid. Let's just hit him once. There we go. And the counterattack will hit us again, then we have like 5,000 ways to kill him. Yeah, maybe his AI is also like specially designed to just not go melee. I think he looks at the battle forecast between like melee and close range and decides that whatever range he is, like whatever he does, whatever happens at range is less scary to him than otherwise. I think Pent is also like really good against Jerme. Yeah, easy. Okay, we'll just go with this then. Let's go. No Harken support this chapter? Yeah, none, unfortunately. No options. Because I think it just supports like, I think the whole Foray crew has supports with each other, like Harken, Eliwood. Isadora, Marcus, and I killed a bunch of these people. Oh, I did the discard thing. Well, goodbye Iron Sword, I suppose. Lightbrand is also kind of shitty though. Maybe I should ditch Lightbrand. I only have one. This is a shitty weapon. Iron Sword is shitty too though. But like, there's some units that can only use Iron Sword that I want to use these. Like, these are useful to spam generally. Lightbrand is kind of... I mean, it's a one-to-range weapon for Harken. I guess that's why I should keep it. In fact, we should just try it out, because I've never seen it do anything with it. Let's pick up Harken though, so he doesn't, like... I think he keeps his barrier boost, which is +5 right now. I'd like to preserve that. All your status is preserved when you're being rescued, so if you want to preserve your disgrace or anything, you just keep using it by rescuing someone. Yeah, Vida Harken support might actually be... If I ever get past Battle Before Dawn, which again, I'm not hopefully optimistically about. If I ever get past it, then I might actually grind for support with Harken and Veda. Because it's fire. It's super hot fire. Super hot fire. I think this room is more magic, which I've grown to be very leery of now, but I think this one doesn't have a bolting sage, right? I didn't actually check before streaming. I'm just doing this on the fly. Besides checking out like a brief short-term plan for getting out of the step room. Yeah, I can avoid the reinforcement zone fine in Dark Destiny, even zone 2 I think, because I'm not planning on playing it fast. The problem is the enemies that comes for me always. Like, the enemies from the start actually not the biggest problem, because the Druids don't move from the start, the Valkyries, I mean some of them do move I guess, but it can be managed with barrier and restore and just slow playing it. I've done it before in negative growth. I should be able to handle it in this. Wait, did I drop Harken? I did drop Harken. I'm dumbass. Okay. I should have rescued him, but it's fine. +4 barrier is still fine. Come here. Luna Canas is not super great in 0% unfortunately. Unless he's buried up to the full, he's still going to take a bunch of damage and die. Quickly back up again real quick. Until the Galt gets to the door. And I'll drop him 1 turn in advance and go from there. I can just use an extra barrier if I really feel like I need it. Come here, boys. We're not opening this door until we're ready, though. Like, I already promised you guys I'd be more careful. 4 mages and a hero. Well, I guess they just said we need a hero and it happened, right? I don't have anything great for heroes. I guess I can put Hawkeye with the Sword Reader in front. I guess I can kill the mages. Support Hawkeye should be the first. Honestly, I should work on this support as well. They're not ready yet, but they will be. I mean, this support gives full hit as well. That's kind of nice. Wind, ice. Hit on him is nice. Does Raven support anyone here? Doesn't look like it. Canas literally like supports like bar train. That's it. Okay, so the Galt is in range. I'm gonna reapply the barrier now. Which one is the chest? That should be the bottom one actually. Which I guess, yeah, that's a good reason actually to get to that one first. I'm pretty good at like not routing maps when I don't want to, but I actually agree that we should take the bottom left first and then do this one last because this one doesn't have a chest. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna double check though. They might both have chests. Because you're not wrong. It would take shorter to just not do that. What are we in? Chapter 27B? Yeah, so this one doesn't have a chest, but the back one does. And like, sure, I can make sure I don't kill the enemies in here, but having them fight me over and over would be annoying, so let's do the other one first. You're right. You're right, bro. You're right. You're very right. Let's do some fancy Don-Donny shit. Oh, you can't drop it. Never mind. Very Don-Don. Yeah. I mean, this bishop doesn't have Purge, so I'm not super afraid of that room in particular. Let's drop Sarah. The bishop is near the entrance, apparently, so it shouldn't be a big issue. You're doing Harken already. Yeah, just drop Harken here. Kill the enemies. We can even longbow with some of the enemies. Like, this is not a particularly threatening room. Alright, let's just open a door. Okay, so they're near the entrance, all of them. That's fine. Harken has a +7 barrier, so you can just hand axe. Brrr. This bishop cannot kill him with the crit, so let's just have Harken do the work. Again, to get close to S rank axe. It's also, I guess, silver axe. I don't remember if I have one or not. It might have died with Marcus, because I put him on him last chapter, and I'll have to trade it away. I just don't have it anymore, so it doesn't really matter. But if he needs the silver axe for anything, it could be nice to have him use it. He also has the option to use a Sword Reaver somewhere, but that's like C rank, so that's easy. How much chapter taking is it? What, 2 hours? If you add up the time from last stream, yes, easily 2 hours. Because I know last stream I only did 26, which took like 1.5 hours maybe. I streamed for like 3-ish, maybe 2.5-ish, but I was very tired, so it took a long while. And we played here for maybe an hour. Okay, so we got that done. I know Don did like a bunch of double axing with Harken to get him to S rank for Kaga Destiny. Mine is not going to make it there. I might not even play Knight of Farewells now. Although I would like the Speedwings, but the unit who was planning to use them on Marcus is dead. So I'm not sure if the Speedwings are going to be like particularly good for hitting someone's benchmarks. Because I don't think I'm going to do the double Speedwings thing that Donna did with Harken. I don't think I need that badly to have him double the Elfire Valkyries, and you can never double the Thunder ones. It might be nice on Hawkeye though. Like maybe have Hawkeye double something? Bolting against Maxime on Battle Before Dawn. Well, my plan for Maxime is just don't fight him right now. I know 8 units can just surpass him, like completely circumvent him. So that is my plan for Maxime. Okay, so we can get this chest right here real quick. I guess we should rescue Harken again. Keep the +3. And when we open that door, maybe Harken Brave Swords the hero. I don't know if he quadruples him. Like the things that Harken got Speedwings for are the things that Donna just wanted to kill fast. Because of turn counts, but I don't think they matter enough for me, personally. Speedwings for Veda's also an option. I don't remember exactly what Veda would need to double or quadruple. There might be some enemies that it definitely helps for, like Final Chapter Kenneth I know is one thing that she could not quadruple. Could not drop the Harken, right? Good. So that could be a thing that we do. Speedwings Veda. The thing about Speedwings Veda is we use it after we wrap up Kaga Destiny, and I'd rather have utility of them during Kaga Destiny, if that makes sense. So I'd rather do Harken and Veda, I think. Assuming they're both alive at that point, of course. Let's see. So Harken has the Brave Sword on him. You can use it to kill the hero, and then it's just mages. If we use Farna here, for example, it should be fine. Farna or Hawkeye, really. Hawkeye would need a hand axe of some sort for it to make sense, though. Or we could just use one rank weapons. Or Louise. Louise is pretty good here, too. I think I'm okay with Louise taking care of this part. As long as we kill the hero, of course. So just drop Harken for a turn. You know, let's give him another barrier. Let's just not take any dumb risks here. Let's just bury him again. Do you have C rank yet? He does. Okay, let's have Kanas do it. Before we do this room go, maybe we wanted to get the supports that we wanted to get, right? So wait, does Farna support Harken? I'm trying to remember if that was the case or not. Let me see what support options I have, period. With all these units dead. I'm actually curious. Harken supports Eliwood, Isidore, Lone, Marcus, Veda, so no one. Okay, never mind. What was it Farna then? Hector, Florina, Fiora, Kent, Dart, Carla, Dorcas. Okay, never mind. Farna doesn't support anyone here. Why do I think Farna supports anyone? That's not true. Wait, Legault supports Heath, doesn't he? Yeah, Legault supports Heath. Sarah, I think, supports Hector. Sarah's on the... Yeah, Sarah's here. Doesn't have any supports yet. I know Sarah supports a bunch of people that are actually good. It's just very slow because everyone hates Sarah. Sarah supports Oswin and Matthew and Hector. I don't think that one's worth grinding per se. Isn't Hector like near max supports? It's just PvP. Yeah, Hector's maxed out, so he doesn't matter for supports. Supporting Hector might as well just not be it. Heath and Legault, they have a very gay-coded support as far as I know. I don't remember the details. Hawkeye, obviously Louise and Pence. We should work on Hawkeye, Pence, B. Hawkeye, Pence, Ninian. Hawkeye supports Ninian. So that's a rip. Hawkeye's never getting full supports ever. He's just gonna get double Bs. It's gonna be for third wheel in their relationship. I guess Heath can get S-rank lances. That could also be helpful to get. If we kill like a mage with him. Raven, do you support anyone? Raven supports Lucius, Priscilla, Whale, Barche. Okay, that's not an option. I mean, I'm not gonna field Raven next chapter anyway, probably. Okay, we'll just get Legault Heath then. Nigel Heath, Hawkeye, Louise Pence. The quadruple thing. You can just rescue you because you're not going to do anything right now. Wait, I'm supposed to bury you, aren't I? Give him that barrier real quick before I forget. Barrier. Okay, so you're going to support these two. Barrier on Harken. You go. And we just pick up Harken for a second again. So he doesn't lose his barriers. And then he's just high to see it for a bit. They're at turn 74, so you can basically easily S-rank this game if you want to. So how's your day, guys? How's your day been? Build support points for a second in case someone dies. I'm building Hector Sarah inadvertently, so yeah. I actually don't know if it's mechanically possible, if that was your question. I honestly don't know if a maxed out person can build it. But we'll find out, I guess, in like 80 turns. Okay, they're not here yet. The gold supports are also very slow, I remember. This one should be done, though, yeah. I got this one. Pulled pork and an apple. For a moment I thought it said apple pie, because I made apple pie recently. It's delicious. No Robin of Awakening? That sounds painful. The whole fun of Awakening is going broken with someone. Did you just solo it with someone else? No support point cap. I know about that part. But I do remember you need to activate your C supports if you want to build for B. That's something I learned last draft race. Yeah, it's one of those support per map, right? Like, they'll be ready for B on turn 1 of Battle Before Dawn. That's what matters the most. Oh, there we go. This support is probably not going to matter. Wow, got him. Support is probably not going to matter. Doesn't Farna support Hector? Is that the one I was thinking about building? Maybe it is. I remember that being a pairing. Like an actual shipping pairing. Hector, I'm just gonna look around. I'm terrible at navigating this page. I think it's the, like, I'm using the Serenus Force for this, but I think they use the internal. Oh, it's like the slow support possible. It's like 0 point base, 1 growth. Fun fact, supports have bases and growths, not just turn counts. And bases do matter, but growths are honestly better. Plus 2 support stage you like twice the time if you're building to B and A. Yeah, the Black Dime will be done with Zephiel, yeah? I mean, they're not getting sent off until the end of this chapter. So Sonya's is waiting there impatiently for Jafar and, you know, to show up, I think. That's basically going to be the story of that chapter. I mean, I probably don't care enough about this to sit through this whole thing. Like, it's just waiting for Sarah, Hector, and then I guess maybe Louise Pence needs to be, or Louise Hawkeye needs to be able to be. But whatever, we're here, we want to win. Might as well just build it to max, right? Just check Hector, honestly. He's the only one who can get a support, but Hector's not getting a support ever. This point, so I think we're just done here. Let's drop Harken and go about our business. We're about done here. Okay, so how we're doing this, Harken goes in and kills the Brave Sword guy, or kills the hero. Yeah, this is not exactly what I expected it to look like, but that's okay. Can we kill the hero at all? At all? How much damage do you take? 1, okay, perfect. That's the right amount of damage to take from enemies that we were fighting. Unfortunately, we don't quadruple him. So maybe Pent can help. We're doing 16 with Pent, bringing down to 24. That's enough, as long as we hit. If we don't hit, like, it's not the end of the world anyway. The enemies inside weren't thinking anything because they couldn't see me. Like, I couldn't see them, so obviously they couldn't see me. Those are obviously better. No, I said surprisingly better, didn't I? I don't think I said obviously. At least I tried not to. This is not obvious. Oh, damn, this is so close. Look at this. So close. Look, you can Oko with the light brand. If we do this, they might attack Pent over him. That's cute. I'll go for Brave Sword. I'll try to kill him. I'm feeling particularly bloodthirsty right now. Plans for Nino. If she lives, great. Free elixir for me. Use her to distract enemies from Zephiel, maybe? That might be a plan. Because, like, I love using Nino for memes and, like, trying to level her up. Like, I leveled her up for negative growths for a dumb video. So that was fun. But if I have to choose between Nino surviving and Zephiel surviving, I'm picking Zephiel every time. Literally every time. Longboat Louise to be a bit safer. Oh yeah, I could have Louis. I mean, I could have still done that if I missed like one of the Brave Sword hits. I'm gonna break it to Pen Louise to murder Klein. I mean, at this point in the time, I don't know that yet. Because it hasn't happened yet. Cool Zephiel team? You mean the game over theme? Is that the one? Okay, let's hand axe this room. Let's show him how a hand axe works. Don't get crit. This is the last bit we have to do, right? Yeah, this is literally the last turn. Should be. Turn 224. Let's watch Harken die on turn 224. Easy money. Time to close my curtains. Well, oh, I didn't equip the Brave Axe. Good play. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, you could use a Brave Sword. Okay, hand axe is what I meant to have, right? Yeah, hand axe is what I meant to have. Okay, let's use that. We're planning on doing the Guardian chapter after Bubble Before Dawn, if you can. I discussed it before, but only if I think the Speed Wings is worth it. Nothing else in that chapter, rewards-wise, is worth. Like, I can promote Lugalt to Assassin, but why? Just why? What happens in the turn gets turn 25-5. Nothing, this is not FE4. Overrolls or whatever do not matter, do not happen. Okay. Chapter 27 done. Finally, took me 2 streams to get through. It's been a long while since I've taken multiple streams to do one chapter, but here we go. Jafar. I mean, you don't need to get to 28x to get Jafar. You can just get him for 29. If you refuse to go there, you still get Jafar. Everyone's being driven mad by Nero. Everyone's being mad by this chapter right here. So, I know for one thing that, like, there's, like, a couple mercenaries here to start moving, like, turn 3, turn 4, I think turn 3, and they start going for Zephiel. And if you get someone here on turn 4, then these mercenaries, or if you get someone here, they can go back and kill themselves on these mercenaries, or on your, like, strong units. But the problem is, without Ninian or Marcus, that's looking less likely by the minute, because I also lost to Sidora, so the only 8 move units that I have are Heath, Farna, and Wrath, and none of them... Like, don't get me wrong, they're decent for what they are, which is pre-promoted combat units that start unpromoted. But they're not like Hawkeye, they're not Harken, they're especially not Harken and Pent. So maybe there's a way to rescue drop Pent and Harken into positions. Well, I cursed her Raven, but really I'm talking about the real hero, Harken. Again, I'm not playing this right now, I'm just doing a bit of planning on stream before I let you guys go, because I need to like actually take a really deep look at this. So, if we can get Harken through here fast enough to catch these mercenaries before they get to Zephiel, he has a pretty good chance of living. Like, there's nothing else that makes it him that he can't handle. Like, there's like one Iron Axe fighter or something. The left side, so I know what Donan did is like, he literally only sent Marcus through here with a door key and like some weapons, and he just run through here. He fought like one mage, killed him. Around here, he put him out of range as Maxime, like, I think like around here, stormed through, and just never had to fight Maxime. Like, I could show it on the map real quick if you want me to, but it's pretty clear when you look at the map that you can do it. Let me see, I'm gonna show it just a bit, make a bit of a story out of it, right? Just to show you what goes through my mind when I'm planning these things. So this is chapter 28. Let me show you my WOD. Let me get this on here real quick. Use the tier list thing, maybe. Let's see. This one. Yeah, that works, I guess. I'll have to recrop it later, but that's fine. Make this a little bigger. Yeah, I know you guys are seeing like half of it right now, but that's because I'm cropping it in studio mode. It'll come up soon. Right on. I'm just gonna up secure the game for a second here, just to get this map on the screen. Right, so if you look at the map real quick, and let me see if my cursor's visible. It should be. Okay, so Maxime is like right here. This is a map without fog. Obviously, I have to play it with fog on, but it doesn't mean I can't count tiles, right? So Maxime is here and he has an 8 move. He's a paladin. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7, 8. So he can attack every square up to the pillar here. That's a good way to memorize it. Like, just remember, Maxime can attack the pillar, and that's it. So every move, like every square that's adjacent or like equivalent to that square, you can attack. Everywhere outside of that, you're safe. And you can see that if you like draw a zone through here, if you draw like a diagonal line through this and through, oh, not this, this is different, but through here, you know that if you get past the pillar or equivalent tiles, you're safe from being attacked. Now, if you look upwards instead, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you know he reaches the end of the map, and then 1 tile above it because you can attack, and then you have 1 range attacking basically. So he reaches this tile with moving, and he can attack this square. So you know if you're 1 above this, you can park Marcus here. Well, not Marcus because my Marcus is dead. You can just move 8 down, and you're just completely out of range. You don't even have to move 8. You can use like a 6 move unit, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 here. This is on WOD, FireEmblemWOD.com. Like, I'm looking at this map right here. This is the map that I'm using. It's a Spanish website, but you can click a button to make it English. For most pages, anyway. So you reach the edge of the map, and then 1 turn, 1 here. So let's say you put Pent here, for example, or Harken, or Raven, and they're right here. They cannot get attacked. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Maxime only attacks the pillar. So we can use a 6 move unit to get past Maxime if we want to. Now, if we have to get to Jafar, urgently with like an 8 move unit, like you can use Heath or Farna. We're probably going to have to send at least 1 of them towards the right side of the map to get to Ursula in time, because killing Ursula gets rid of a bunch of reinforcements. These are also listed on the website. For example, you can't see it right now, but there's reinforcements coming in turn 5 from like the bottom parts where Jafar roughly is. There's like a mage, a mercenary, and a hero. We really don't want to fight an extra hero if we can afford it, because heroes are a pain in the ass. So if we can stop that somehow, like they come from here, from these colored squares over here. We can stop that, that'd be great, but that means we have to kill Ursula before turn 5 starts, so on turn 4, which I know is only possible with a flyer, not just moving 8 moves per turn over here, but also getting dance for like 5 squares. So that's probably not happening. And that's probably just gonna have to fight that hero no matter what. And hope Jafar does well. I don't remember what exactly these fighters have. I can't really tell from the battle preview. I'll probably, like, off screen, I'll just look at the maps at least. I just forgot to message someone, I just realized. Okay, here we go. Also, Myrnus is here, but mine is not promoted, so we can't use him for help. Yeah, Tienda Secreta is a secret shop. You can also Google Translate. Yes, that also works very well. Just copy-paste the address off the page into Google Translate, and it'll just translate the whole page. Rescue Drop Harken is an option. The problem with rescue dropping is if you don't plan it carefully, it goes wrong very quickly, because let's say you accidentally don't have a way to drop a unit, especially in Fog of War. If I try to drop someone on a square that the hero is, and if he's hidden in fog and I try to drop it, you bunk into him and you don't drop your units, so you have to be very careful. No Dancer makes rescue dropping really hard, because this unit that picks up a unit cannot also drop the unit on the same turn. So let's say I want to rescue drop Harken somewhere and I have like an 8 move unit here to drop him with. What will end up happening is I will rescue Harken with like a unit from here or here, and they'll move full move to get as far as possible. And then this unit over here, like let's say it's Farna, moves, like, she'll try to move 8 squares, but if you move 8 squares, you can't rescue drop, because the unit that she's rescue dropping from has already moved 8 move. So sometimes that doesn't work out. In this case, it might work out because of the way the deployment slots are situated. I just realized, like, so let's say Heath is here and Farna is here. They go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Heath would be here, and then Farna is, well, Farna is 1 further away, so because this fighter's in the way. And it's another problem with rescue dropping in this kind of limited thing. You have to kill this fighter. I guess a 6 move unit with combat can be here. So let's say Pent is here. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kills this fighter. Then again, then we have better movement on them. Although in that case, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In that case, if that happens, they end up here because another fighter's blocking the way. And also we need Fog of War Vision, so we need like Kanas or Sarah to move in here and use a torch to light this place up. But they could probably be like all the way back here though. That's fine. But you can also see another problem arising here is that we'll have like our mounted units like in here, and they'll have rescue drop Harken like you'll be 4 squares ahead of where he would be, which to be fair, that's roughly what a dance is. So that way we make up for Nini not being there. But then we have Heath and Farna exposed to a hero and a mage in addition to any fighters that might have survived. That will probably kill them, so then we can't use them anymore. That'd be a shame. Like Farna, I think in particular is going to be very important for Cog of Destiny. And like just rescue dropping in general is super nice to have. They do not have B swords, no. They don't even have S rank lances right now. There's no way. I know. Let's see. Farna might have reached D at some point. I can check my units real quick just to show you guys what I'm working with. Like just show my whole team real quick. So this is the squad right here. These are the stats that we have to work with. This is Heath. He's almost S rank lances. We should probably have killed something with him at the end there, but it's fine. We have reached S rank on like a lot of relevant units. Not everyone though, but a lot of them. Harken is almost an A rank axis, but I don't think I have the silver axe anymore. I think it died with Marcus. We have a promoted Lynn. I guess that counts for something. Maybe in that way, and it was a little better. Like if I lost a bunch of mounted units to get a successful battle before dawn, at the very least, I would have a 7-move unit. But the thing about Eliwood is like also if you deploy, you just risk an extra game over somewhere. So it's really not something I want to do. Yes, to promote Murnus. I mean, I'm working on it. He died a couple times. Yeah, the map grid kind of assumes you have to promote Murnus. But yeah, I'm gonna have to take a very close look to see like, okay, the thing about like using the mounts to just move Harken like 4 squares extra is it gonna make a difference if he moves full move every turn to get to Ursula in time? That's just a matter of counting squares and being like counts about it. The thing is, if he just messes up once, if he moves like not full move once somewhere, it feels like a wasted effort already, because let's say he gets blocked by enemies here after I move him full move here. Like what have I even done? What have I even risked my mounts for? But eventually want to get here and kill Ursula, or what might be better actually is not go for Ursula right away and instead move through the left here to intercept the enemies that are going for Zephiel quicker. This will be better for Zephiel's initial survivability, but it will make Ursula a bit tougher to kill because now we have to go through bolting range. But to be fair, we probably have to do that anyway. We might just have to bait her away with Nino and then get someone in there. They have helpfully on the website, they have helpfully highlighted the range of Ursula's bolting so that we know not to walk through it. But I had it memorized anyway for the most part. Saint carries Harken suicides. A suicide drop might actually not be terrible. I did forget to have Saint in the back somewhere. And he technically has stat boosters on him, but his stats at this point in the game are so terrible that I don't think he's going to do very much other than dying. But that might just be what we need. A full move Saint dying with Harken in tow. Like if I had Ninian alive, I would seriously consider just having Saint move full with Harken in his back, opening this door with a door key. And then if he dies, it's okay, because next what happens is we have a Harken. The one problem I can see with Saint, I don't know about the enemy movement order, but like ideally the hero would just run up to Saint and kill him in one round. That's what you want to happen. But what could happen instead is there's an armor knight here, for example, that could just move in the place where the door is, attack Saint and not kill him, because Saint is like not that terrible. He doesn't get doubled by knights and die. And then there's this armor knight standing here, and then Saint will probably die anyway to the hero and the fighters and the mage. But then we'll just have this armor knight blocking us anyway. Now, to be fair, we can probably move in with Hawkeye at that point and go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he'll be able to range the armor knight with a hand axe and probably kill him anyway. Or we can use Pens. Harken, yeah. And then we can probably move through. But there's a chance we get blocked in some way, right? The chance of Jafar and Zephiel dying before you can do anything, I have no idea what exactly the chances are. I'm pretty pessimistic about the odds of beating the chapter, period. I think there are probably strategies you can do with this team where you can make it to one of Zephiel and Jafar before they have ever a chance of dying. I don't know about both. But those are the thoughts I have right now. So normally I stream for a lot longer. I only stream for like 1.5 hours. But still a little tired from the vaccine. And also, there's a really good FE10 draft race going on that I don't want to withhold from you. So I'm going to just raid them. I'm pretty sure it's still going on right now because it's a pretty long race. Let me check real quick. Just gonna check Don. I'll just check Raisin's stream. Yeah, so they're in part 4 right now. So if you want to watch the racers themselves, then this is a pretty good stream to watch. Let's see. I think Sal streamed also 4 perspectives, so we'll rate him for sure. Watch the FE10 draft race, racers perspective. FE10 is a really fun game to watch. I definitely recommend you go here. But if you'd rather watch commentary by the one and only Don151 and Kirby Fan, then watch the FE10 draft race live commentary, which is a bit less chaotic and very analytical. But you won't hear what the racers are saying. Then you want to watch this one. Both of those very good places. Make sure to tell them that I sent you, because that's free advertising for me. Just kidding. Don't worry about it. They know I'm there anyway. Have fun, guys, and thanks for watching. I'll play some more lo-fi on the outro, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday when I'm actually playing this chapter out. So, thanks for watching, and peace, Reno. Goodbye, Reno. Let me find my lo-fi Reno.